Thank you. Rob Roberts.
Thank you, Mr Deputy Speaker, and I must pick up on the comments made by the honourable member for Aberdeen South. We're not closing the door on anybody, we're opening the door on many millions of other people from non-EU countries. Mr Deputy Speaker, the United Kingdom is a world leader in industries such as banking, pharmaceuticals and R&D, and it's important that we're able to support the people in those industries to continue to lead the way in their respective fields. That's why I'm pleased to see the government is building an immigration system that's robust, but also designed to ensure we continue to lead the world in vital areas of economic and social development. The bill before the House today puts the United Kingdom on a path to a fairer, more modern and more equitable immigration system, which enables the brightest and best to come to our country, regardless of their nationality. This bill delivers on our historic exit from the European Union, our exit being a process rather than just one event, and by ending free movement, we are securing and taking control of our borders and creating an immigration system that works for us, as well as those who come here. My Delling constituency, like the majority of our country, decisively voted to leave, and it's right that we continue to deliver on the result of the referendum and start to move towards a more inclusive, points-based immigration system. And it's important to note that this new system has been built based on the independent report from the Migration Advisory Committee on a fair and adaptable points-based system. Based on those recommendations, the bill will allow us to create a flexible system that can adapt to the changing needs of businesses and respond to shortages in our labour market, which will be hugely important as we tackle the effects of the coronavirus pandemic now and into the future. I recognise the importance of the system remaining flexible and needing to adapt to the changing needs at different times in the future, and that putting every detail of every rule into primary legislation allows for no flexibility at all. And that will inevitably be to our detriment in the future when the difficult situation in which we currently find ourselves unfolds, as we wouldn't be able to immediately be adaptable to the challenges that may lie ahead. It's important also that we recognise the contribution immigration has made to our economy, to our businesses, and at times like this to our NHS, and I'm delighted the government is doing so through this bill. Now, the former Shadow Justice Secretary, the Honourable Member for Leeds East, was correct in what he said earlier, recognising, Mr Deputy Speaker, that these are words I never thought I would ever say in this House or beyond. But he was right, at least in a small part. He said that we should recognise those who keep things moving and who the real key workers are. And it's right that we're prioritising one such shining example of key workers in this bill, the fantastic work of our frontline healthcare workers, by extending the visas of healthcare workers and their families, and more importantly, the creation of this new NHS visa. The specialist fast-track visa for doctors and nurses will enable us to recruit the very best for our NHS from wherever we need to, and to ensure our NHS staff are looked after and fairly recruited. As mentioned just now by my honourable friend for Stoke-on-Trent North, we welcome its inclusion in this bill. In the latest report released by the ONS, non-EU net migration has continued to increase, with current levels at their highest since 2004, so it's important that we recognise talent and skills from across the world equally. Wherever you come from on the globe, if you're prepared to work hard and contribute to our economy and to our country, our immigration system should recognise and reward that. That's why I'm pleased that the bill makes changes to our statute book to ensure that we equally recognise the skills and talents that want to come here from the rest of the world, as well as those who want to come from the EU. In closing, Mr Deputy Speaker, wholeheartedly support this bill as it's a significant move towards creating a better immigration system which will value the skills and talents of all. This will help build an inclusive, forward and outward-looking country that's ready to take on the opportunities and challenges of the 21st century and succeed.